Let's now go back to Sakina at the Johannesburg Female Correctional Centre in Naturena to highlight the rehabilitation programs now and some initiatives that are there to support female offenders. Sakina, back to you.
Well, thanks so much, Leanne, and absolutely right. We will get to talk more about the programs that are on offer in order to rehabilitate the offenders that are here. But first, I want to speak to another one of the inmates, and she is Kananelo Ntsane, with a very interesting story. Kananelo, good morning. Thanks so much for agreeing to share your story with us.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. How are you doing?
I am, thanks. I'm all right, thanks.
Kananelo, tell us your story and why you are incarcerated.
I am incarcerated for concealment of birth, and I'm doing 18 years. Concealment of birth is known as abortion to everyone. I found out that I was pregnant very late. It was almost 7 months. And my then boyfriend and I were not working. So we decided on terminating. But due to the lateness, we could not go the legal route. We went the street route. And everything went well. There were no
complications.
Yes, I can say there were no complications until the day I decided that I do not want him anymore. That's when he decided to tell the story. And then we got arrested.
Both of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So how long from the time that you did the termination until you decided, or he decided, to tell on you?
It was after 7 months. That's when he decided to tell the story.
So let me get this straight. You are incarcerated. You received an 18-year sentence for concealment of birth, or as you say, for abortion.
Yes, ma'am.
And how did you feel at the time? Firstly, when he snitched on you, and also when you came to terms with what you had done.
At first, I didn't want to take accountability. I blamed him for many years until I did the programs. And the program that helped me a lot is forgiveness, because it taught me to forgive myself first. Mm-hmm. And then after forgiving myself, I then forgave him, because I felt that this was not, as much as it wasn't easy on me, it was also not easy on him.
Mm.
Yes.
But talk to me, because, 7 months old, a baby at 7 months can actually live.
Yes. Hence the 18 years, because it was already a person.
Yes. And how are you feeling about that decision now?
I feel bad. I feel bad because I'm now away from my kids, away from my mom. But at the same time, I believe that certain things have to happen to other people so that they can be a lesson to others.
Mm.
Yes.
How many other children do you have?
2 girls.
How old are they?
My firstborn is turning 20 next month, and then my secondborn is 16.
Are you ever haunted by the baby that you terminated? Are you haunted by the thoughts of that?
At first, but after I forgave myself now.
And your then boyfriend, where is he now?
I don't know in which prison he is now, but he was here until we got our medium. And then I heard that he's been transferred somewhere else. I don't know where he is.
Do you know how long he will be incarcerated for? How long is he? Also 18 years. Well, Kananelo, thanks so much for speaking to us. Does your family come and visit you at least?
They used to come every now and then until my firstborn got pregnant at the age of 15. I then told my mom that she shouldn't come every now and then. She should only come when I'm in need of something.
Okay. And I want to bring in our social worker now here at the facility. And this is Mashudu Mukwena, who is, of course, the social worker. Just listening to the stories and how women land here, what is your responsibility? Because if we're listening to Kanalelo's story, she arrives here, for example, what is your role in receiving her?
Thank you so much. Our role as social workers in this facility is to offer programs, rehabilitation programs, and then we mediate for them. Like she said that she had problem with her 15-year-old child. We mediate that they build the family reunion or relationship. So we advocate as well for their roles that the mothers must play, as even though they are in prison. We can have contact, we can make contact visit wherein they come through the office of the social worker, and then we are managing to do therapy with her child or anybody. So that's our important role. But first of all, when an offender comes, we do the assessment. First is orientation on the availability and accessibility of the program. How do you get hold of the social worker? And then the procedure to follow when you want to see a social worker, because we have to talk to you on one-on-one basis. Then after you've done all those procedures and you access our service, we'll assess you. We'll assess your whatever is needed, what is your crime and what is the family background, and if you need any service done, because we offer the services on a voluntary basis. The offender must be in need of the service. We offer need-based social work. And then after that, after assessment, we put you on different programs. We have different programs such as substance abuse, we have life skills, we have family orientation program, we have anger management, and then we have fit, cool programs wherein we're focusing on the youth, those offenders who are from 19 years until 25 years. And then all those programs are offered based on the offender's crime. So after assessment, we discuss with you what is it that you need, what programs will be suitable, and then we agree with the offender that these are the programs. And then beside that, we also do family reunion. Like here at Mothers and Babies, we cater for everyone, whether you are a remand detainee or you are a sentenced offenders. We have to reunite the child after 2 years. As you know that our children stays here until the age of 2 years. So we are the one who organize that the child, we facilitate the program that the child must go out after the age of 2 years. And if there are families, that's wherein an offender can volunteer to take the child anytime, even if it's before the age of 2 years. But after 2 years is a must, that the child must go out, because the policy of the Department of Correctional Service does not allow a child who is above 2 years to be in the facility. And the purpose of the mothers and baby to stay with their children is for bonding purpose, as it's supported by our constitution and the best interest of the child.
But you can imagine after those 2 years, it must be so hard. I cannot even start to imagine the separation anxiety for the mother, but more so for this little child who's only had their mother for 2 years. But just a quick one as we wrap this up. Mashudu, so what happens with the babies after 2 years? As you say, if there's a family to take them, that's easier to understand. But if there is no family, if there's no one who's willing or volunteering to take the baby, what happens to the babies?
Because we are always engaging with the offenders or the inmate from the day she comes in. So we have to know if there is someone who will take the child when the child reach the age of 2 years. If there's none, we start the process of engaging with the Department of Social Development, Child Welfare Organization, so that we can remove the child to be placed on a foster care or temporary place of safety, depending on how long the mother will stay in prison.
And do they have contact with the child once the child is placed in foster care?
That's another role that we play, because we make sure that if the child is placed outside, even whether it's with the family, they come to do contact visit through the Office of the Social Worker. They always come and they have a bond with the mother, even though it's an hour visit.
Well, thank you so much, Mashudu Mugwena, and of course, Kananelo Ntsane as well. These are just some of the stories, Leanne, and it really is heartbreaking in certain instances because I was told about a story where the little baby really became severely ill from that separation anxiety after being removed from the mother. But these are the realities of what happens once someone is incarcerated, find themselves here. Some are giving birth in prison, others come here, and of course the babies will then be taken away after reaching the age of 2. But that's just some of the story that we had to tell today, and this is what happens to women behind bars. It's not easy. And as I said, we may have a more glamorized picture of perhaps what it could be. It's not like that at all. And if the cold in and of itself is anything to go by, this is not a pleasant place to be. But Leanne, from the Johannesburg Correctional Center in the female section, this is of course the largest female inmate population in the country housed here at this facility.